85 conversions on feed only, 30% conversion rate. Every third person converting on this campaign. Who buys on Google Display Network? Nobody. For big clients, use only standard shopping. You're just spending money on like begging people to buy, but don't restrict your campaigns by using a very high TRS. Mostly always when I set high TRS, my campaign just dies. We let it show on Google Shopping and we will capture with this assets only campaign all remarketing traffic. But you can see that we don't show our ads on shopping. Hi guys, in this video I'd like to share with you a strategy for low budget clients, how to achieve higher sales in Google Ads using PMax campaigns. So here I have two campaigns, and I segmented this one PMax campaign into two campaigns. First one is feed only, so we didn't use assets, we just used product feed. And second campaign is only assets, so we didn't use feed. We excluded feed and only leave here assets, meaning text, descriptions, images, and we didn't use feed in this campaign. And to exclude feed, you can do this in Google Ads panel. So you had to do this with Google Ads Editor, and you have to download Google Ads Editor, exclude products from this assets only campaign. Okay, so let's look at our results. So here we have conversion rate 1% on this PMax feed only, and I explain why, and 30% on 30% conversion rate, every third person converting on this campaign. And why here we have such a high conversion rate? Because our feed only campaign is focusing only on shopping network and on cold traffic, maybe also on warm, but mostly on cold traffic. That's why we have here low conversion rate, but it's good conversion rate for cold traffic. 1%, it's quite good. And here on assets only, it's campaigns that will do remarketing. We also added warm audience to this campaign, to second campaign assets only. And if the person clicked on our product in feed only campaign, this second campaign assets only will capture this person on Google Display Network, on YouTube, on search also when this person will search for our product second time. So this is only like remarketing campaign. Also it's remarketing campaign because we have here low budget. If you increase budget, PMax assets only will go broader and will go explore, so you have full control of this campaign. If you want to use a feed only campaign to search cold traffic on shopping only, and it's okay, because if you launch full PMax and you have low budget, PMax can go into Google Display Network and don't get you enough conversion, because who buys on Google Display Network? Nobody. Everybody buys on shopping network. When you searching for example, Nike shoes, I don't know, you buy on search network, not on a Google Display Network while, I don't know, reading blog about sport or something. You don't buy like this. So that's why we have cold traffic here in this feed only campaign. And then when we have warm traffic, we will remarket with assets only. And let's go to my presentation and I will tell in more details how we set up these campaigns. So first campaign, feed only Performance Max campaign, displaying ads only on Google Shopping, because we excluded creative assets. So we don't have these assets, so Google can't go physically on Google Display Network and on YouTube because it doesn't have this asset. So that's why we do this purposely. And it can do also auto dynamic remarketing in shopping only. It's okay. And after you have enough data, you can consolidate these two campaigns into one when you have enough conversions and let it run PMax lonely. But for big clients, when you have a large scale, you don't want to use PMax. Use only standard shopping, because PMax will remarket people, existing customers, and CPA in PMax will look really good. But on the backend, you will have a situation where your spend increases and revenue drops, because in PMax campaign you start remarketing to existing customers that will buy anyways. They will search your brand and buy anyways, but PMax will steal this traffic from organic. So for big clients, use only standard shopping because it will go after cold traffic, so you will have a good new customer acquisition, cost per new customer acquisition, and you want to focus on cold traffic when you have big scales, for example, I don't know, $20,000 per month. But for small clients, we want to have these feed only performance campaigns, not standard shopping. Yes, and we have this small client, small budget. So here, first campaign, maximize conversions without TROAS, because we want to test all the products. If we set TROAS, how Google will decide to which person show our products? Because we don't have any data. How Google will predict if to show this ad to that person? Because we don't have any data. We have to gather data at first. And then if you want, but I don't recommend putting TROAS, you just can control your TROAS by increasing and decreasing budget. For example, you have $100 per day and maximize conversion without TROAS. If you want to be in learning, so your campaign will explore and discover new people, and don't restrict it, use maximize conversion. And if you want higher ROAS, just lower the budget. If you want to your campaign to discover new people, just increase budget, but don't use TROAS because it will limit your learning phase, and it's bad. TROAS, don't use TROAS. You can use very low TROAS. For example, I often use on my standard shopping TROAS about 40%, 50%, because if you have good feed, good optimized titles on your products, good website, good prices, you don't want to use high TROAS, because if you set TROAS to 50, you can achieve 400 ROAS. So don't restrict your campaigns by using a very high TROAS, because I have situation mostly always when I set high TROAS, my campaign just dies. But if you put a very high TROAS, Google won't find a new audience. It just will remarket existing audience, and it will eat in your profits. And also, if person is uninterested in your product, you just spending money on like begging people to buy, but it's very expensive. Better spend this money not on remarketing, but on cold audience, because it can be more cheaper for you. So feed only performance campaign. And second, assets only campaign. Here, as you can see, I added only signals, creatives, different signals, creatives. You can consolidate these signals in one asset group. It doesn't matter now, because you have in Google, you have such a big overlap in audience. So just better test your assets. For example, create 2 asset groups and test text. Don't text signals, because Google will, for example, assign your brand search when, for example, someone searches for a brand to a random audience signal. And when you have, for example, 100 conversions in search, when someone searching for your brand, it can assign these conversions to some random called makeup, yes. But this person, how it can recognize that this person is from makeup? It's just searching your brand keywords. So don't use asset grouped by signals. Just consolidate in one asset group and test all the other stuff like creatives, imagery, videos, and text. So one asset group, one text, second asset group, second text, and so on. So this campaign will focus on everything except Google Shopping, and we want to have here a lower budget. For example, 20% of daily budget here, and 80% on new traffic acquisition, like feed only. Let it show on Google Shopping, and we will capture with this assets only campaign all remarketing traffic, because we have here only 20% of budget. If we want to scale this assets group and go broad on top of the funnel, you can increase budget on assets only, but if you have low budget, it doesn't make sense now. Better to increase and scale this feed only campaign and let it assets only to remarket it. Yes, so this campaign prevents overlap with shopping ads, as I said, and also this campaign will handle all the remarketing. Yes, this campaign also can do dynamic remarketing, but this will heavily do remarketing on GDN, Google Display Network, on Gmail, on YouTube. So this will work very hard to bring your customers back. And if you recognize that some of this audience work good in this assets group, you can add this signal to this feed only campaign. And why we want to use this remarketing? Yes, if you have, for example, emergency plumbing, you don't want to use remarketing for plumber services. Yes, because it's like one click, one purchase. Yes, so that's why you have to check your time lag, and depending on your time lag, you want to decide if you want to set remarketing campaign or not. In my case, we have 12 days after impression. So person sees on 1st October my ad and converts only on 12th October. So I have to remarket it because we have big time lag. That's why my assets only campaign is working, and that's why I have here very high conversion rate and low cost per acquisition. So look at your time lag, and here we can prove I used a script. If you want the script split by channel, you can email me, I will send you. So this first campaign assets, we can see that we don't show our ads on shopping. Here you have a line where we don't have this spend, but we show our ads on video. So it's only remarketing because we have only 20% of budget. So it remarket our products and video networks. So it means YouTube, and on display, and a little bit on search. And our feed only on shopping, and also we don't have on display. We don't have cost on display, so it's good. Okay, and so here we have these results. Yes, 85 conversions on feed only, and 119 on our remarketing campaign. And be careful, don't just turn off this feed only, because if you turn off or decrease budget on feed only, you don't feed this asset campaign and it will die. So these two campaigns depend on each other. If you turn off this campaign or it decrease budget, this campaign will decrease in performance. So they work like in a synergy, so be careful. And results here, yeah, lower conversion rate on feed only, because we here like on the top, we focus on the top of funnel, because new people search for our product, and we want to ensure that we are on the first place in Google Shopping, capture this user, and then remarket with assets only. And on assets only, we have 29 conversion rate, because after person click on feed only campaign, we hunting these people on Google Display Network, YouTube, and other platforms. Yes, and that's why we have low CPA here. And how, if you want to scale, you can increase budget on feed only campaign, so you will have a little bit more traffic, cold traffic, so asset only campaign will remarket it. So that's how you can scale it and control. You can scale if you don't want much remarketing, lower budget on these assets only, and increase budget on feed only cold campaign. So that's how you can manage it. Yes, it's very good. And be ensure that you have dynamic remarketing setup, and you have ecom prod ID firing. So if you don't have, if you, for example, like here, you have hits 0, it means Google can't capture product ID and can't assign this product ID to users, so Google can't dynamically remarket to these people. So ensure that your conversion tracking is set up correctly. Watch my video. I have 1 hour video where I set up all this stuff. I shared everything with you in that video in the description, so you can freely just watch that video and configure everything by yourself, especially if you're using WordPress. It will be very easy if you watch my video. And basically that's it. If you want to hire us, write me an email, or if you want to connect with us via website, you can fill out the form on our website, also in the description. You will find this website in the description, and we will happy to help you. And thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next videos. Bye.